Hi everyone, Walter Burns from Weichert Realtors and livingonthehudson.com. Hope you're having a great day. I just got an email from a buyer with a question regarding what exactly is deeded parking. She's seeing a lot of advertising with deeded parking and she doesn't quite know what deeded parking means. And it's actually quite a common question because we live in an area that doesn't have a lot of parking, being that we're in a city. So properties that come with deeded parking are usually a little advantage for many buyers that I come across. So the question is, what exactly is deeded parking? And truly deeded parking is where there's a separate deed associated with the parking space in a building. So you have the condo, which has a deed associated with it, and then you have the parking space, which is separate property, and that has a deed associated with it. And I've had a few lawyers tell me this over the years, that is how it's separated. So you have the condo with a deed, and then you have the parking space with a deed, considered two different properties. Now, you can sell off the parking space many times and keep the condo. You can keep the condo and sell off the parking space and vice versa, with truly deeded parking. Some buildings might have a restriction on that where you have to offer it in the master deeding bylaws. It might say where it has to go to somebody in the building first, as first offering. One building that comes to mind that has the separate deeds for the parking is Observer Plaza, which is 415 Newark Street in Hoboken. In that building, the condos and the parking are considered separate property. So there are separate deeds associated with the parking. I know someone that has a condo in that building that they own, and they own 5 parking spaces, which they could sell off. I believe they have sold off 1 or 2. Another building in Hoboken, 1313 Park Avenue, which is near 14th Street in the Malibu Diner. I remember when that building was being sold off about 6 years ago. They were selling separate parking spaces where outsiders, the people who did not own in the building, could buy a space for a car or a motorcycle. The second option with parking, with many of the condos in Hoboken, usually it's the smaller buildings, like there's a building on 3rd and Adams, 321 Adams, which I've sold in the past. 8-unit condo building with parking on the ground level for 8 cars. What the parking in that situation is referred to as a limited common element, meaning that you buy the condo, you get a spot which is assigned to you. When you sell the condo, the spot goes with it. You can't separate the two off. The next buyer gets the condo, and they also get the spot associated with it. So it's limited common element. It's pretty popular. Only in the last few years that I've seen a lot of more and more condo developers selling the parking separate. And the last option would be you can rent parking, and parking is difficult when you're in the area, and that's what I do. So I rent parking, and there's plenty of lots in the area where you can rent parking if the property that you find does not come with parking. If you have any questions about this, feel free to shoot me an email. My contact information will be at the bottom of the blog. And once again, it's Walter Burns from Weichert Realtors, livingonthehudson.com. Have a great day.